Welcome back to the MansionPoker.com Poker Dome Challenge. We are at the Poker Dome here in downtown Las Vegas, and right now it is the Finn, Valtteri Kiviranta, who is our chip leader, and he has been playing very aggressively so far tonight, and that's paying off for 84,000. Gilliland next at 63,000, and Martin Green at 59,000. But it has been aggressive play that really has meant success so far tonight.
Absolutely. Kiviranta's been playing well post-flop, but before the flop, him and Green have been the most aggressive players, forcing the other guys to make decisions.
Martin Green has won 4 hands so far tonight and has not been involved in a showdown at all. So once again, first to raise, generally speaking, is getting the job done.
Well, that's aggressiveness, and that's poker. And aggressive poker players are the ones that walk away with the chips most of the time.
Well, Miller now with an ace-jack suited, and I suspect he will be aggressive here. He should.
He hasn't had much to play with today, and he needs to take a stand at some point in time.
And he's going to win the hand, but scared everybody off almost immediately. Well, Miller is a guy who comes to us from Alexandria, Virginia. Been playing poker for a couple of years. A lifelong bachelor, but he says finally he's ready to take the plunge.
I started dating Irene about 5 years ago. Instantly we connected, and after several months, Victoria, our beautiful daughter, caught us a little bit by surprise. When it came time that we were ready to get married, we decided to have another kid instead. We had Alexander. He just turned 1. Finally, I managed to get the nerve to pop the question, and last May we got engaged. You know, winning the Poker Dome tonight would really give me the opportunity to give Irene the dream wedding she deserves.
Well, you know this guy's playing with a lot of heart. You know, he wants to give his wife the greatest wedding ever.
Well, $25,000 would go a long way. Not to mention the chance at $1 million.
Also, he told me he wore his shirt against his wife's wishes. That $25,000 wedding would probably help her get over that.
Raise.
Gilliland with an ace-9 suited will raise.
8.
Gilliland in second position right now in terms of chips. Raising here, I like it. He's got position on the other players. And once again, he takes it down.
So Gilliland with that early raise will take it down again. But you know what strikes me, Michael, is Kiviranta and Green seem to have a pretty good read on the whole table.
Well, Barry, they're the two most experienced players at the table. They're professionals, and they know in order to succeed at this, they've got to be looking at the other players, finding out what their tendencies are, what they like doing, and how they can exploit them.
Either one's going to be involved here, and Blair will win the blinds, but you know what? He's going to take that at this point. Brandon Blair is a military guy from Harold, Kentucky, also a guy who's been playing poker for only a couple of years, served his country in one of the most famous divisions of the armed forces.
I was in the military for 1.5 years in the 82nd Airborne. I was an infantry paratrooper. Words can't describe it. It was unbelievable. I mean, getting to jump out of planes every other day for a living, I mean, there's no bigger rush than falling 1,800 feet. I was recently married in March of this year to a fabulous woman named Gina, and life is amazing with her. If we weren't here at the Poker Dome tonight, we would more than likely buy a house and hopefully to start a family one day.
Well, again, a guy with the right idea. And there's Gina, Brandon's wife, in our audience. Also brought his dad along. Greg is also in the house. But right now, their charge is short-stacked.
Well, he's got to make a move, and his move's going to be an all-in move. He's got to put pressure on people when he picks up a hand.
Probably not going to happen here.
No, but we do have 2 hands, ace, queen, and the 10s, with the 2 best poker players at the table.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Call.
Well, Green just flat calls Kiviranta here, and I like that play. He knows that Kiviranta knows how to play, and he doesn't want to put himself in a coin flip situation right now. He knows he can outplay everybody at this table.
Pretty even hand, as you see. There's a pair for Kiviranta, and that should make it interesting. See how he plays this.
Well, with only 1 overcard on the board, this could spell disaster for Green.
That's 10,000 now. It falls on Green, experienced player here.
Call.
He calls.
Excellent play. I don't know what he's thinking here, just flat calling, but he's saving a ton of chips by doing it.
And a 9 on the turn. Kiviranta is invested now.
Raise 15.
Raise 15.
Well, if Green thought the first bet might have been a continuation bluff at the pot, he now knows that Kiviranta has a hand, and he's got to decide whether or not his 10s are good.
And he throws it away. So Kiviranta wins the biggest pot here, 52,000 in that pot, and that is going to make Kiviranta, who already was the big stack, even bigger at 103,000. The Match at Poker.com PokerDome Challenge is a 43-week speed poker series starting with 216 online players vying for the grand prize of $1 million. There's sure to be tons of action and piles of cash to be won along the way. The series consists of 6 7-week qualifying tournaments. Every tournament is made up of 6 qualifying matches. Those 6 qualifying match winners receive a prize of $25,000 and a seat at a $1 million qualifying table. Every 7th week, the $1 million qualifying table is held with those 6 match winners. That winner receives a prize of $50,000 and a seat at the $1 million championship table. Finally, in March 2007, in our 43rd and final week, our 6 qualifying tournament winners will play speed poker for $1 million right here in the PokerDome.